Hello, I'm Eddie Hochschlag, and welcome to our health shop tonight. Tonight we're going to be doing more of a prepping for the 4th of July, kind of more of a healthy style here. So we got plenty of dishes here ready to go for you. We even got a special guest for you tonight. We love her, and you know her as Mom Bear, Karen Hochschlag, so she can come on first, and she's going to tell you a little bit more about her ingredients and her seasonings.
Yeah, these boys love to eat my cooking. So my big thing is that I liked seasoning up my foods a lot, but the packets of seasoning like ranch dressing and taco seasoning and stuff was just filled with so much other junk. So I came up with some great recipes on ranch dressing. And it's real easy. It's about everything in your cabinets. Taco seasoning, you can make your taco meats. And I always make up a bigger container that it's always ready, and I just pull out a couple tablespoons when I need it. And even like just a seasoning salt to put on anything like roast and tomatoes, hamburgers, but just like a Lowry seasoned salt. But it's got the real good like sea salt in it instead of and the other ingredients instead of the bad salts. Another thing that we come up with is a great barbecue sauce, and it's low sugar, and it really tastes great, and it's kind of fun to have something like that, especially this time of year with a pulled pork and things like that. The other thing I want to talk about, last week my garden just like boomed with tons of zucchini, so I was coming up with all kinds of ways to make zucchini. Chips dish is one of them, but the neat thing is that you can buy these little gadgets in the grocery stores or anywhere, and my first thing was to make zucchini noodles. And you go like that, and it just makes like noodles. So I make a big pot of that. Even this is another noodle maker. You just squeeze it in there, and it makes noodles. But you take some butter and garlic and put it in a skillet, just saute that, it's really good. And you can even sprinkle a little Parmesan cheese on it, and it's just amazing. Another thing, this other slicer, it was sliced just strips, like strips of zucchini. So that way, you can use these instead of noodles in like lasagna or anything like that. And it worked out really well. The zucchini lasagna tasted pretty good on Saturday night. Always you can shred it and make zucchini bread. I've found a recipe, and I just substituted the flours for almond flour and a good gluten-free flour. I've substituted the sugars for the coconut sugar and some honey, so it turned out really good. And I think that's about all. I think the boys are going to show you some few more special dishes, and thanks for having me.
Well, hello, Dr. Chip here. So again, like my mom said, she had a lot of zucchini left, or she was growing a lot in her garden, and so I went ahead and made a little dish here. I think we all love pizza. Most of us like pizza, and so we wanted to make sure that we would find a way to have a very good, healthy way of making kind of a pizza. So if you can see here, kind of a little bite size, those like pizza bites that you used to, or bagel bites, and we used to always eat as kids, or a lot of kids did. But so these are more of just the zucchini slices, and what again, it's just the zucchini slice, and then the cheese in the middle there, and then the pepperoni on top with a little Italian seasoning. You could put pizza sauce in there. I decided not to. But this was just a very easy recipe when you're, not doing much. You got some zucchini, and again, very, very, very easy. Eddie's going to show you some more dishes here. We've got recipes in the caption there. We just wanted to help people see that there's very easy ways to eat healthy, eat healthier during these times. Again, different seasons go by, like Thanksgiving, Easter, Christmas, Halloween. We really dive in really hard eating the kind of the wrong foods, and what happens there is that when you start eating those kind of bad foods for too long a periods, then we kind of build this habit of eating more and more of them, and it's hard to kick that kind of habit. So just like these dishes here, easy to make, they're very delicious, and very good, very healthy for you. And so again, when you're on the grill, cooking up, burgers and all that for 4th of July, maybe try some zucchini dishes or something easy and simple that can be made by many people. So that's it for me. Again, a little pizza dish there. Now I'll turn it over to Eddie and he'll explain what all he had in store for you.
All right. So for me, I went through college and everything, and I found myself trying to find the fastest way. I was always playing football or going to classes. But what I found out is a lot of the dishes you can make with just certain kinds of seasonings. And really, if you only have a certain kind, you can do vast amount of different dishes what we have going on here. So the first one I have going on is I actually have 4 different kinds of seasonings that we have going on. And these are the same seasonings that my mother, Mama Bear, kind of took care of us with. And you can see we have 4 different kinds. These are actually the seasonings, so the taco seasoning. I just sauteed some onions and peppers and really just put that seasoning inside of there, and it created a really good, more kind of a fajita kind of chicken. This next one is going to be kind of our Italian season that Karen was going over, and I did the same exact vegetables, but really, when we just saute a whole different kinds of vegetables, we can put this seasoning on anything. So you can do a lot of meal prepping, as well as this one we have here. I put that ranch seasoning that we have going on. So I actually have 2 as well, as we have this ranch dip. We just put that with sour cream, and you have your whole different kind of ranch as well as there. So the last one I have, Karen was talking about, is that barbecue sauce. That barbecue sauce is very good with that little touch of honey in there that makes it nice, sweet, and tangy. So with that one we have with us, those 3 of them, and it'll be really easy. You can make those same things if you want to try to put some ranch on some pork, maybe some fish. A lot of those seasonings can go with. But really the seasonings is just going to be different variations of all different kinds of meat. So right there, I have 4 different kinds of dishes that we can have going on there. But we can also have many, many more dishes just by those seasonings. So the next one I have going on, which is kind of messing around here, but I saw Chip was making those little bite-sized pizzas, but really we can do the same exact thing with that Italian seasoning that we had that I just had on that chicken. We just made a pizza burger, just simple. Marinara sauce, some cheese, pepperoni. You got yourself a brand new dish. We just have hamburgers, but we can slice it up and spice it up with maybe more of that pizza style. And what I have here, and you kind of see the little bit of that yellow going on there, that is just dried mustard. So when we're going up for our 4th of July planning, we're going to get ourselves a nice big hamburger, and you can put all that ketchup and mustard on the top there. Well, right when you take that first big bite, it's just going to go all over you, So what if you actually had that mustard, dry mustard seasoning, and put that on there? So you got your mustard flavor. Then you can put your tomato or your ketchup on there so it won't drip and go all over you. So the last one I have for you is this wonderful, delicious-looking summer blend here of salad. So we have a raspberry vinaigrette on any kind of vegetables that you want, and throw a little bit more berries on here. The recipe actually called for a little bit of sunflower seeds, but I didn't have them at the time. So what we're going to do is we just kind of went over, I would say at least 6, 7. I mean, even with the zucchini that we had here as well, we make those noodles, we can make those fine strips to make lasagna. So within, we had 8 minutes. We just went over at least 12 different dishes that you can have easy to prepare, healthy, and what's going on here. And even that taco season that we talked about earlier, so now we're up to about 15. And you can do so many different things where it comes to, nachos or fajitas or quesadillas, or even just any kind of thing that you can have going on when you're going to be prepping for your 4th of July, because we're kind of in quite a time right now that we may not be able to be out and about. So let's just take some time and really enjoy these meals that we make and be appreciative, because it is so fun, as it really is just an art to create a lot of this food and really put a lot of this fun, enjoyable energy inside there so it tastes that much better. So like Dr. Chip was talking to you, we have plenty of the different seasonings and the recipes in our comment section. If you have any more of the recipes that you want us to kind of cook or make, or recipes that helped you out, make it very fast and easy and simple. The last cooking show that we had on here, we went over the different styles of cooking. So you could put really any of these and have some fun with it. Maybe put in a waffle iron, or your good cast iron skillet. There's so many great ways that we can make and enjoy a lot of these great foods. We just got to be creative with it. Let's just have fun and be creative, because that's the majority of us enjoying a lot of this food. If we go for all that cheap and poor nutrition kind of meals, then we're going to be paying for it in the long end. So the more energy we give to a lot of these foods, the better it's going to taste for us. So that is all I have for this little video here. You can follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Natural Health Quincy IL, or we're going to be on YouTube as well as Brighteon and Natural Health Quincy. Please, we have tons and gobs of much more different recipes and dishes here at the office at 2000 Jefferson in Quincy, Illinois. And give us a call at 217-228-2040 to schedule an appointment with Dr. Chip and I. Dr. Mark is not here at the moment, but he would love to see you as well to talk about your nutritional regimens and getting that up and rolling. So thank you so much and have a great day. And have 4th of July.
Happy 4th.